G'day and welcome to episode 66 of the Guy Who Sews podcast. My name is Sean and this is my weekly podcast where I share my quilting adventures. I'd like to welcome both new and returning viewers to the podcast, but if you are new, I'd love it if you take just a few moments to say hi in the comments or send me an email so we all know we have a new friend. Come see what I've been up to, what I've achieved, and what's coming up on the pipeline soon in today's episode. Let's go ahead and get started with my works in progress. This week was a lot of prep work, a lot of cutting, and sadly I don't have a lot to show for it. The item I was working on for the majority of the week was the So Place Like Home, which is a Wizard of Oz themed sew along by Art East Quilt Company, which is a small company in Nova Scotia, Canada. I love their quilts. I think they do an amazing job. And this is the block that I've been fearing the most. It is the Emerald City. It looks fantastic. The completed block looks wonderful, but it's a lot of cutting. I spent quite a bit of time cutting, and this is what I got achieved so far. All these beautiful pieces. I mean, they just pile in here. And, you know, I'm still about 40% on the way to go. But one thing that is really cool about this is there's a lot of the Kona sheen, like this for the Emerald City itself, or part of it. The red is for the letters, so that they're really good at pop. And I was supposed to use like a gold for the Yellow Brick Road, but I have Yellow Brick Road fabric from a previous project, so I thought that'd be really fun to put at the bottom. So hopefully next week or the week after we'll see some progress on this little project, so you'll actually get to see how this thing all comes together. I just got to finish cutting out the background fabric on that one. But I did get something sewn together. I wanted something to show you. I didn't want to come on today and say, hey, I got nothing to show except, 100 and some pieces of cut fabric. So this is going to be part of the border. There's several different things. There's like emeralds, the house, that sort of thing there. But this is the poppy. And the thing I love about this is I've been using the wonderful clapper that I bought from Fallon So Be It Quilts. And it just makes it so beautifully flat. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. So if you're looking to buy a clapper, definitely head over her way. She'll, she and her husband will take really good care of you. But anyway, that's what I have going on for my works in progress. I have a lot more to share with you in today's episode, but I want to show you first the week in review. This is usually of me sewing, but today it's actually going to be more of our outings and that sort of thing there, so I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody what their favorite type of fabric was. Was it batiks or florals or blenders, that sort of thing there. We had quite a wide range of answers. Not as many florals as I expected actually. So am a lot of batik fans, so you're definitely in good company there. So since we're talking about flowers and spring and everything else, I was curious this week, what is your favorite flower? Is it tulips? Is it roses, daisies, sunflowers, that sort of thing there? I think mine would probably have to be the tulip. Those things are just absolutely stunning. Love sunflowers as well. So, I mean, I think my answer would be the sunflower or the tulip. Let me know what your favorite flower or flowers are in the comments. So now it is time to talk about my goals. And my goal for this week is to try and finish cutting out this, the clue 5 of these So Place Like Home, and actually get that started, assembled. And then also try and work some more on the Express Yourself. And one thing I want to do with this, I want to show you guys real quick, is I want to put like a black thin border around it as it shows, but then put the excess colors that I've been using around the edge as well. I think it's going to look really, really nice once it's done. So keep an eye out for that. More progress on that will be coming out soon as well. So that's my goals for this week, and just have something more to show you next week. That'll be fun. Let me know what your goals are. So in case you missed it, I had one video come out yesterday morning. It was due to be live, but I asked my friend Mary Jo if she would mind pre-recording it and have us release it as a premiere yesterday morning rather than live, because we wanted to take Daria up to, who was our exchange student, if you are new to the channel, up to Washington, D.C. and let her see our nation's capital, because she's been with us now for about 7 months and we have not had a chance to go take her there yet. So thank you so much, Mary Jo, for that. We did a quilt show, trunk show with her yesterday, and she showcased some of her favorite quilts, and it was a really fun event. So if you missed that, definitely go check that out. So upcoming videos. This Saturday morning, I will have my live with my very special guest. Her name is Ginger, and she has her own YouTube channel called The Copycat Quilter. And I need to finalize with her what we're actually going to do. I think it's probably just going to be a sew and chat like we normally do, but we may do something different. So stay tuned for that. More details on that will be coming forth soon. And I'd also like to get something out in the midweek. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I have a few ideas in the pipeline, so keep your eyes open. Hopefully we'll have something else out midweek for you guys as well. So this week I've got some very exciting news. One of my buddies that I've been friends with since about 4th grade sent me a message early this week and said that him and his wife are expecting their first child later this year. And I thought it'd be really fun, as I always do, to go ahead and make a quilt. And he's been a huge Formula One fan for many, many years, and I thought it'd be fun to put together like a race car quilt for the babies. So this is kind of what I have lined up. It'll be more rows than just these 4, but that kind of gives you an idea of what I'm going to do. I want to do applique on these. I'm going to kind of have to print them out and kind of design the whole thing myself, because there's really nothing out there that I can find that's going to work as well. And then just do it in different team liveries and that sort of thing there. So that's kind of what I have planned for him. Hopefully he doesn't watch the channel. I don't think he does. He's not a quilter. So yeah, keep tuned for that, and you'll be able to see progress on that soon. Another project I want to get done and started on really soon is a sewing machine cover. I use my brother pretty much every day, as you've seen on my videos and my week in review and so forth, but I also have a Benina sitting behind me here, which I like to use for my quilting, and it does not get used nearly as much, and I thought it could really benefit from a sewing machine cover. So here's where I want your input, because I really do value it. The first thing is, I'd love to hear what fabrics you think I could use to make a really fun cover for this sewing machine. And if you see my Battle of the Fabric videos, you have an idea of what I have in my stash, or if you think something else is out there that I could really use, I'm open for that as well. So let me know. And then if you have a really cool pattern or know of a pattern for a sewing machine cover that you love, let me know about it, so that way I can go check it out. I have not got my heart set on a pattern yet, so those 2 things I would find very, very useful if you want to put your input into that in the comments, or send me an email on it. On last week's podcast, I mentioned the possibility of me starting an online quilt guild. I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and I put some feelers out there to see what sort of interest there would be. I thought that I might get a half dozen, maybe a dozen people interested, and that would have been definitely enough to get started. But I've been absolutely blown away by the amount of people that want to join in on this, and I'm super excited about that. So I was hoping to have the first meeting last night, but because of my travel plans, that came up last minute. I'm actually going to have the meeting tonight, so you have not missed out. It's more an informational thing. It's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you can make it, great. If not, we may have a second meeting in the next week or so. So don't fret if you don't miss it. I'm also planning on recording part of it, so that way if you miss it, you can come back and watch the recording as well in the Discord. Now, if you can't get into Discord for whatever reason and you still want to join, don't fret. Shoot me an email, theguywhosews@gmail.com, and I'll make sure you get in. Hope to see a lot of you tonight. It'll be a lot of fun to meet you and get this ball rolling. Like any content creator, I have limited hours in the day at about 10 billion ideas. Now, I know I've mentioned a lot of them about doing free motion quilting and ruler work and that sort of thing there, and I just want you all to know that I still plan on doing a lot of that stuff there. I just have not been able to fit it into my schedule. I work full time, I'm a parent, yeah, all that good stuff as well. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. I'll get those out to you as soon as I can, but I just wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten about them. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I first expected. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely hit the like button. Tell a friend or 2 or 100. I hope to see a lot of you tonight at the Quilt Guild meeting. Otherwise, we'll see you hopefully midweek or Saturday morning or next week. Hope you all have a great day. Happy sewing. We'll see you next time. Bye.